Hello everyone and welcome back to Fate Unlimited Blade Works episode 21. So excited to jump into this. I last episode had the episode of Archer facing off against Shiro, and they're sort of chatting it out and like figuring their way through their ideologies. And Shiro's standing up for his own ideals in that he's like, yeah, look, you're making good points, but still, like, I'm me and I'm still going to continue to be me. So I'm excited to see how, because it feels like it wasn't completely finished. It wasn't completely wrapped up, even though it seems like Archer was swayed a little bit. Like he didn't seem as stubborn at the end there. But I guess we'll see how this plays out. I'm just super fucking keen because there's like not that many episodes of this show left. There's lots of cool stuff happening. I'm really enjoying it. I think also that there's a special episode after the season that I didn't really know. Someone commented on one of my YouTube videos, I think, that afterwards there's a special episode that is sort of like the prologue in that it's actually part of the story and stuff. Like the prologue was like a special episode, but it was basically episode 1 of the show, right? And so I think the extra special episode is like episode 26 of the show. Like it's its own thing. So I'm probably gonna be watching that before I get to Heaven's Feel. But I'm so keen because that means like we're getting close to the end of this show. We're getting closer to Heaven's Feel. I don't know what the fuck Heaven's Feel is gonna be like. I'm excited for Heaven's Feel in like, I'm excited to be able to sit down and watch these like movie spectacles of the Fate series. But I'm also like, I'm also thinking, well, but it's still like, I gotta watch movie length things. And I think I'm gonna try to post it to my regular schedule, which means I'm probably gonna post a movie a week, which feels insane to me, and I don't know how I'm gonna have time to do that. But I'll try. I'll do my best, and we'll see. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into Fate Unlimited Blade Works. This is episode 21. Oh, support the video. Go to my Patreon account for full length and early access. You can get, I mean, we're talking about Heaven's Feel movies. Heaven's Feel movies, I've probably started reacting to them on my Patreon account if you're watching this on YouTube, so go check it out. Anyway, let's jump into this Fate Unlimited Blade Works episode 21. We got the sound effects of a crowbar hitting a wall in Half-Life. We're right into it again.
You know how absurd that is, so why can't you admit you're wrong? True justice,
as I
is the
said
result
last
of order.
video, there's
Salvation
no hatred
all
like
is
self-hatred.
totally different from your own salvation.
They are beginning to mesh. If this keeps up, Shiro is certain to catch up to him. However...
Interesting. But now I see the light. Oh, that's so sick, man. Just the choreography there is so good. Oh, and, like you can see Archer getting more and more agitated.
With a fair fight, no, I could finish him easily. But if I've been defeated in something crucial, and I can't accept that.
Damn.
In fact, he's long since surpassed it. He's completely obsessed with taking down his opponent. But it's who's never been beaten and never succumbed. Though the weight of it threatened to crush him, he never lost his dream of saving everyone and insisted on carrying the burden alone.
Never stayed down for sure.
I know this man. He might find a purpose for his miserable existence.
Oh, trying so hard to help people.
And Archer is attempting to undo the self that gave rise to what he has become.
Yeah.
To erase the mistakes that he is doomed to someday repeat.
An internal battle for both of them.
Once, I had 2 paths.
Oh, relating it to herself now.
He knows this fight is meaningless, yet he remains defiant.
He can win.
Every mistake I once made myself. Still, he fights. Why?
You know why. You were him. Or at least a version of him.
It does someday betray you, as mine did.
I guess this Archer really wasn't tested as much as this Shiro is, you know? So he thought he would have broken down so much easier.
Your spirit outlasted your mana event. The battle of Shiro Emiya is about to end.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was still beauty in that wish. In doing whatever I could to make others happy.
I mean,
won't
yeah,
let
if you're
that
still
go.
leaving a mark on the world.
Even if it... I know my dream's not a mistake!
Alright! I believe you. Is he like overriding the reality marble, or is this just a metaphor? Oh. Nice! Oh my god!
It's not my dream!
Holy shit! Oh! Oh god! That looks like he was about to be stabbed in the back.
This is cruel. Forcing me to look into an old mirror.
Aww. Don't do
There
it!
really was such a man once.
Oh, he didn't stab him. There was a part of him, I think, that believed in what Shiro was saying.
It's over, Archer.
And that hesitation
I've won.
ended the battle.
I've suffered defeat once again.
Oh.
Shiro! Archer!
Yeah, it's all good. I just stabbed him, and I think we agreed that it's over.
Archer!
Hmm? Oh! Was it Gilgamesh? That seems like a Gilgamesh thing to do. Yeah.
That was most entertaining. Pointless frauds who are only poor imitations of others should be destroyed.
Kind of makes sense he'd be
Incinerated
pissed
like
off
the
by
trash they are.
Shiro and Archer. Because of their whole power. Oh my god.
To defeat him.
Oh my god. Like, what the fuck, man? Shiro defeating Gilgamesh would be insane. I guess that's it for Archer, but I mean, we knew he was on
Who
borrowed
knew
time.
he had it in?
Who the hell said you could lay a finger on my Archer, you bastard?
After the last war had drawn to a close, I chose to remain in this world instead of disappearing.
We lose our anchors to this world. It is not possible that you could remain here for 10 years afterwards.
This is
Simply
I
not
just
true.
realized this is the first time Saber's
Even
seen
once the Grail
Gilgamesh,
has
right?
disappeared, we can stay in this world as long
That's
as
why
the
she's
mage
saying this now?
continues. I am. If you can't provide for yourself,
Jesus.
steal what you need from others. I am the only servant who bathed in the Grail, you see. That I alone would be the wielder of the Grail.
The wielder of the...
A twisted tournament where only the last master standing wins the Grail.
But it's so fun.
You see, in reality, the Grail has been here all along.
Oh?
That much is true. But what they could not do was fill it. In the end, by deceiving the masters and servants. After all, it isn't like they knew any better.
Interesting.
Only the mightiest souls would do.
So the
So they
heroic
scoured the earth
spirits
for the finest
and
specimens of humanity.
mages.
If the souls of 6 servants were fed into it, the result would approach complete omnipotence. The
That's
mages
really
would have access
interesting.
to an
If the Grail really is a repository of pure mana, only a mage could make use of it.
So the servants
well, things
don't
of that
get their
nature
little
hold
wish.
no interest for me.
What do you mean? A hole?
It's a hole
Think back to 10
to
years
suck
ago.
things in. Man, I'd be so much more lost if I hadn't seen Fate Zero.
When I was
I know I
only
keep
a
saying
step
that,
away
but-
from finally claiming the Grail, cleaving the Grail in half with your holy sword.
Really? Saber, you destroyed the Grail?
Yeah, she did.
The Holy Grail that servants brought into the world is a weapon?
That doesn't
You
surprise
lie!
me.
A chalice of greed that you humans allowed to descend upon the earth. One of the greatest evils that mankind has ever wrought.
Jesus.
Born to curse and kill their... Yes. The eradication of humans in this era.
Oh my god. Gilgamesh. That seems
may have its
more
moments.
evil than you normally
This
are.
world is utterly beyond redemption.
Okay.
It's
I mean, it
populated
fits with his,
mongrels enjoying their lives.
what he's been
which
saying.
is an affront to the king. If they vanish as a result of their own sins, their lives had no value to begin with.
My god, Gilgamesh.
I have no concern, for they alone will be worthy of my rule.
Okay, yeah, it's...
Those who died last
The classic
time failed to
anime
live up to my
thing.
standards.
You have to survive for me to
If they
respect
can't
you.
even withstand a little fire, then the humans of this era are too delicate.
This is like Louise from Metaphor Fantasio.
I recall that we were interrupted by a mongrel, but no such interruption today.
Was he? Is he like, you can be my wife?
Fake quality here in our midst, nevertheless.
Because that was what he was talking about last time when they were interrupted, right?
It's up to you.
Well, no matter.
What? You're not gonna fight?
Which should give you some indication of how worthless you are. But I wouldn't dawdle if I were you, or its contents will drain out completely.
What a dick. Oh my god, Shinji.
Ah, damn it!
You got like a little stab.
It looks like you're injured. Excellent work as usual.
Oh, yeah? If you weren't a useless dumbass, Lancer wouldn't have stabbed me in the chest!
Is he just gonna kill Shinji?
I was wondering.
Oh?
Calm down.
Yeah.
I can produce the Grail.
That's right. I forgot he
how's
had that.
The Grail, you still have to provide a vessel.
Is
The
Shinji
priest
gonna be
said
the
that was
vessel?
the only way.
And we happen to have one right here.
Oh my
don't we?
gosh. Oh my gosh. I prefer him being the vessel than Reen. I'll tell you that. Oh my god!
Not a. I can't wait.
No, it hurts.
Oh my god!
It really hurts. No, please don't go. Help me.
Jesus Christ! Oh! It's fucking insane. Damn. Crazy episode. Real good. Okay, so it seems like Gilgamesh, I mean, you know, he thinks the world's full of mongrels. We knew that. He's found out that the Grail is a weapon. Or he knows, rather, he's known since the end of the First War that the Grail is a weapon that he can use to wipe out humanity. And the idea is, like, put a thing that's gonna wipe out humanity. Some may survive, and the people who will survive are going to be like really, really exceptional, and those are the ones he's going to respect. Those are the ones he's going to care about. Otherwise, if they all die, no one's worth his time, you know? Like, fucked up, crazy. So it seems like the Grail War was all a big lie that's perpetuated because they needed... Like, because they could always summon the Grail. The Grail could always we could always just get the Grail if we wanted. But what we need for the Grail is, like, basically the fuel for the Grail. What he said is, like, what's inside the Grail, right? So to power the Grail, you need, like, an exceptional amount of mana and stuff. And the way that they came up with to do it is, like, let's do this Holy Grail War. So it sounds like it's just a bunch of heroes all fighting for their wish, and you know, the one to prevail will be able to get their wish, and the, you know, the ones to perish will have fought for what they wanted or whatever. But really it's just a way to use all of these servants as fuel for the mana, for the mana for the Grail. So yeah, if that's, you know, to be if that's how that's to be understood, that's crazy. And yeah, I like, it doesn't shock me necessarily. I never thought the Grail was just like, oh, it's just a happy wish machine. Like, even from the start of the series, I was like, there's no way it's just like, oh, free wish, fun free wish, you know? You're not gonna be a happy goddess coming down and being like, and what do you want? And you go, I want money. And then she's like, here you go, here's money, and that's it, you know? Obviously, it wasn't that sort of series, and it never, from the start, it never had the tone of that sort of series. So it was going to be fucked up the whole time. But I guess, yeah, seeing here that it's like, it is kind of a, if I'm understanding correctly, it's still kind of a wish granting machine in a way, because it gives like near omnipotence if the Grail is powered properly. So like, most people's wishes can be done through the Grail, but it's just not as simple as that. Yeah, so that's very interesting. And now Shinji being the vessel, like, that kind of actually gives him purpose in this series, you know? It's like, we have this guy who's in this series for longer than some really fucking important characters, like, you know, Caster and stuff, and like Berserker and Ilya. Like, those characters were like seemingly really important, and they were taken out like, you know, 2/3 of the way through the series or whatever. It was crazy how like, and you know, they only had like 3 or 4 episodes with them even in it, it feels like. So it was kind of crazy, like, how little they've been on screen and stuff. And yet Shinji's been in, like, almost every episode. He's constantly doing shit. So it was, like, really crazy that you had Shinji and then he loses his master, but then he comes back, and he comes back with Gilgamesh, and he's still not doing anything with Gilgamesh, you know? But now, if he's the vessel and they're using him for that actually, like, kind of makes sense, like, from a character perspective, like why you would put him in the show and keep him around, so that you could like do this really fucked up thing to him, and the audience isn't gonna be like intensely mourning him, you know what I mean? So yeah, crazy stuff. Archer did say in this episode though that Shiro is the one that has to beat Gilgamesh. Like he was like, you're the key to doing it. What the fuck? How? Like, Shiro is so much more important than I ever thought he was going to be. I knew he was the protagonist of this show, but like, you know, like he's a protagonist as much as like Ash Ketchum is the protagonist of Pokemon, but like Pikachu's doing all the work, you know? Like, that's kind of what I expected it to be. Like, in the same way that like Ash isn't winning most of the battles they're doing. In fact, Ash is, you know, people have said this quite a lot, but Ash, at least earlier in the series, I don't know, I think he gets way better, but he's kind of a bad trainer. He kind of sucks, but Pikachu's like an all-time incredible Pokemon. So Pikachu carries Ash heavily, right? So in that same way, I thought that like Shiro, that was gonna be Shiro, right? He's like, Shiro would have had a good heart, but he's not really a fighter or anything. But it's like he's got the morals, Saber's got the incredible power, and like respects the fuck out of Shiro, and then they're gonna like win their way to victory through that, you know, through her power and his morals and his you know, justice. But that isn't what's happened. And in fact, I would say Saber hasn't done much in this series overall. Like, I love Saber, and I've loved every scene she's been in this series, but she really hasn't done much, which is kind of wild to me, because I really thought she'd be like fully carrying, but she's not. Like, and to be fair, for a good half of the show, she was captured by Caster, so that wasn't really her fault. And like, it's not to say she's a weak servant. We know she's a fucking strong servant. So for Archer to say to Shiro, like, hey, you're gonna be the key to beating Gilgamesh, I'm thinking, well, then what's Saber gonna do? Like, and it makes me think, what I expect is Fate Stay Night, because I'm pretty sure when people have also said like Fate Stay Night is the Saber route and this is the Reen route or whatever, right? I'm not gonna dig too deeply into that right now, right? I want to watch the series without knowing too much of the meta knowledge of it, and then I'll find the meta knowledge out after I finish them. But I'm guessing maybe Fate Stay Night has like a lot of Saber doing stuff, maybe. And maybe I'm praying that Heaven's Feel has like a decent amount of Saber stuff. But I'm not sure. It'd just be really cool to see more of her being badass. Not to say she hasn't done anything in this series, but I just feel like Shiro's done so much that it feels like Shiro doesn't need Saber, you know? So yeah, it's just surprising to me. But it doesn't mean I'm not enjoying it. I think it's really cool how integral Shiro's been. Like, I think they've developed this character very well, where I thought he was going to be kind of not much of a interesting character, and he has turned out to be a very interesting character. Yeah. And it seems like Shiro beat Archer, but Archer maybe could have won. It seemed like, because Archer had the, like, he raised the blade over Shiro. Seems like he could have brought it down on Shiro and killed him and completed his goal or whatever. But he said, like, you made me look into this old mirror. Like, he actually, like, sort of... It feels like Archer started to live through those memories of Kurizugu and all of that. And he started going, oh, man, like... Maybe I'm doubting this a little bit, you know? He just doubted it for that split second, and he gets stabbed, and then he goes, well, I guess I've lost, you know? Like, if he can make, and I don't know if this is what the show was implying, but I'm now, you know, death of the author, I'm now taking my own messages from this. If he can make me doubt what I'm saying at all, like, if I'm coming to kill my past self because of, like, all of this, like, these ideas that I feel have betrayed me or whatever this entire time, if in having a conversation with him, and if, like, seeing how he's doing this, if he can make me doubt my convictions the slightest amount, then maybe, just maybe, I'm wrong about this. And if there's a chance that I'm wrong, then, like, I shouldn't do it, you know? Like, then I'm completely in the wrong, if there's even the smallest chance. The thing is, like, up until this point, Archer had the strongest convictions of, like, I know I'm right. I've had all the experience in the world, and Shiro has had no experience in his life. He doesn't know what he's talking about, and I do. I'm right, you know? It's like if I was arguing with someone and they were telling me that, like, 1 + 1 is 4, and I'm saying, no, it's 2. Like, I'm right. I know that I'm right, and, like, now it's just about, am I able to convince that person that I'm right? But then if, like, if, you know, I was doing some horrible things to this person to try to convince them that 1 + 1 is 2, like, if in doing that, at some point I see an equation and I'm like, hold on, maybe it is 4. If I think that for a second, then maybe I take a step back and go, hold on, let's research this more. Let's not jump to killing this guy. Because it's possible I've been misguided here. So yeah, very interesting. Anyway, that's Fate Unlimited Blade Works episode 21. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction and early access. You can get the rest of Unlimited Blade Works probably, and probably some, if not all, of Heaven's Feel on my Patreon account right now. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.